Welcome to Comic Power. I am your host, Comic Killer 72. Today we're doing a new segment called the Quick Flip. In comic book investing terminology, the quick flip normally means you have something for a very short period of time that you sell for a profit and had no intention of holding it for the long term. At my channel, I'm going to incorporate the phrase quick flip and make it mean real down and dirty, real fast information about this channel and other comic book news. Okay, now that you understand, let's go ahead and get right into it. Marvel has recently released a new trailer for Iron Fist Season 2. He's kind of known as the black sheep of Netflix shows from Marvel at the moment. Season 1 of Daredevil, Season 1 of Luke Cage, and Season 1 of Jessica Jones were all received with critical acclaim. But not Iron Fist, which was heavily criticized for looking very sloppy, and the martial arts did not look very well choreographed. People were making fun of it, comparing it to Dragonfly Jones, the character from Martin. It was clearly rushed. They should have spent more time working on the physique of the lead star Finn Jones. He's supposed to have been training since he was a kid, so 20 plus years of training in the martial arts, his body should be more toned than that. They should hire whoever is training Hugh Jackman and get some more definition on Finn Jones. I'll put a link in the description if you haven't seen the trailer yet. On first glance, it looks a whole lot better on what they presented in Season 1, but hey, it's only a trailer. We gotta wait to see the show. This universe has already introduced the characters of Misty Knight and Colleen Wing, who in the comics team up and call themselves Daughters of the Dragon. I would like to see a spin-off show of that, wouldn't you? But for what we got right now, Iron Fist Season 2, the villain appears that it's going to be the Steel Serpent, a character that made his first appearance in The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu #10 back in 1975. And he's been known to kick Iron Fist's ass all over the place, with a very similar power set. So I'm curious to see how Danny Rand is going to win in this one. I'll be checking this out, and hopefully it'll be better than Season 1. So you know what's next? Next up is the speculation pick of the week. And the pick of the week for August 22nd, 2018 is going to be The Punisher #1 in the latest reboot. We're picking up with Frank Castle shortly after the last continuity where he donned the War Machine armor. They're stripping all that away and going back to classic Punisher, who by the way made an awesome appearance on Season 2 of Daredevil and his own Netflix show. All the previous movies with the Punisher just wasn't quite right, but the television show really nails what makes him tick, and with tons and tons of violence. Blood everywhere. That's who the character is, the ultimate vigilante who is not afraid to kill. And at this point in his career, it looks like he actually likes it. Marvel is really serious about selling this by giving us some very good variants from Clayton Crane, for example, shown here. And one from Frank Cho, one of my favorite artists at the moment. He's known for drawing the sexy ladies, but he can draw stuff like the Punisher too. That looks great. There should be a Season 2 trailer for the Punisher television show coming out pretty soon, by the way. The runner-up is going to be Oblivion #1 from Scout Comics. The comic intentionally misspells Oblivion like this. The lead story is a teenage girl in which a rapture-like catastrophe happens and all the adults disappear, including her boyfriend who's much older than her. The event is dubbed the Oblivion. The rumor spreads that it started by a blind 10-year-old boy with lucid dreams, so her and some friends go to save him before the masses catch up to him. This is going to be extremely hard to find because Scout Comics normally print about maybe 5,000 copies. This tiny publisher had a breakout hit with Hench Girl back in 2015, a comic that the writer, creator, artist Kristen Gusnick said was influenced by Batman the Animated Series, and it's in development for an animated show of its own, but it's probably going to take some time. So yeah, definitely check out Oblivion if you can find it. I think it's going to be a hit. Also watch out for Venom #5. They handed this over to Donnie Cates. This is the guy that went from just another writer to a big superstar overnight with God Country, Redneck, and Baby Teeth. His mix of sci-fi horror really works for Venom. In this issue, a Clintar, an ancient symbiote, shows up. And he's a crazy evil being like Carnage type crazy. Doesn't have any qualms about killing randomly. That brings us to Over Under, the part of the program where I pick a book I think is overvalued and one I think is undervalued. We're going to stay in the world of Venom, who has a highly anticipated live action movie coming out this fall, which will be played by Tom Hardy. If you haven't heard about this, you must be living under a rock. First, the overvalued, and that's going to be Youngblood #1, and CGC 9.8 is valued at $110. and it's slowly going up in value. Hey, I get it. This is Image Comics' first release back in 1992 from comic legend Rob Liefeld, who's one of the 7 Image Comics founders. And he recently inked a deal with Netflix to possibly bring his creator-owned universe to that network, renewing interest in Youngblood and other titles. But let's face it, Youngblood sucks. The plotting is horrible. All the characters are derivatives of his other characters and other Marvel characters. His use of exaggerated anatomy is just terrible. And in terms of speculation, the print run is through the roof on this, so I don't even know why this is worth $100. It's not worth $20. Rob is a legend, like I said before, for helping found Image Comics and co-creating Cable and Deadpool. But seriously, look at his artwork style. This is just ridiculous. Like the time that Marvel was crazy enough to give Captain America to him. Look at this. This shows what the skeleton of this character would look like for real. Come on, get out of here. So yeah, Youngblood is a piece of crap, really. It's just not good. The Undervalued is back to Venom. That's going to be Amazing Spider-Man number 315, which is valued at $130. What's so special about this is the first time that Venom actually appears on the cover. He made his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man number 298 and 299 in cameos, and his first full appearance in Amazing Spider-Man number 300, but he never appeared on the cover in those issues until now. And look at the proximity. His first full cover by himself is on issue number 316, which is valued at $290. So why is his first cameo little swipe cover only worth $130? A cover appearance is a cover appearance, even if it's tiny, right? And this is still during Todd McFarlane's classic run with Spider-Man. So yeah, even though issue number 316 is more of a swiped cover and it's all about Venom, but number 315 is the actual first appearance cover. So I think instead of $130, it should be closer to more $250, closer to where 316 is. And by the way, don't forget that I do have an eBay page where I sell key issue comics, and it's called One Stop Thrift Shop. I'll put a link in the description. I have a 100% feedback score, and I ship very quickly. And I protect them very well because, you know, the post office isn't exactly gentle with packages. You know the drill. Subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media so others can learn about comic power. Once again, thank you to all my subscribers and viewers. It only gets better from here.